Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Crusader Kings II. We have two options available to us. We have the option to mend the Great Schism. The Great Schism saw the Christian Church divided into two branches, but if all five of the episcopal sees of the Pentarchy could be restored under Roman rule and the Orthodox faith, there may be a chance to finally reunite Christendom. In addition, restore the Roman Empire. If Rome and other key territories of the old empire could be reclaimed, the Byzantine Empire would win recognition in the eyes of the West as the true and rightful continuation of the Roman state. So, the Great Schism. You don't actually have to be, like Greek or anything like this. You just have to be Orthodox. But let's go ahead and click the button. The Great Schism mended. At last, the Great Schism between the Western Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church has been mended. With the spread of Orthodoxy and the reunification of the Pentarchy, including the vital Episcopal See of Rome, the Catholic faith now holds little sway over the people of Europe. There will be those who still cling to it, but they will be few in number, and the Pentarchy can once more claim universal rule over all of Christendom. God be praised. The Catholic religion becomes a heresy of the Orthodox faith, will be known as the Saint. Am I about to get a bunch of these? I'm about to get a crap ton of these. Oh, goody. Let's click all of the buttons. There we go. Alright. So, real fast. Religion. Orthodox. Let's see. Where is the German capital? You have converted to Orthodox. 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 Alright, that's pretty much the Catholics. So there may be some counties who haven't. You have. You're still Catholic. What about, people under here? It looks like everyone has converted, so far as I can tell. Yeah, alright. Oh. This is now, give it to the Lord Mayor. Alright, whatever. It's fine by me. I don't care. So we're not... It doesn't look like we're going to have any holy wars available to us against these people. But that's kind of okay. It's not really a big deal. And now, the next one. Let's restore the Roman Empire. The dawn of a new era. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. After the miraculous recovery of territory lost centuries ago, the Roman Empire has been reborn. Europe has endured dark times since the imperial frontiers were stormed by barbarians, and province after province burned at their touch. But now a bright new age has dawned for all of civilization. The Roman state will no longer be referred to as the Empire of the Greeks by jealous pretenders in the West, but recognized as the true heir to the legacy of Rome. Basilius Bartholomeus rules a restored Imperium Romanum, but much work remains to be done. There is still territory to recover and ancient borders to reclaim. For the Senate and people of Rome, Esto Perpetua. Basilius Bartholomeus the Saint is granted the Roman Empire. The Byzantine Empire is forfeit. Basilius Bartholomeus the Saint gains the trait Augustus, will be known as the Glorious. Becomes known as the founder of a bloodline, giving the following effects. Monthly prestige 0.25. Convert counties to Roman culture faster. Christian opinion +5. Hellenic opinion +5. Reformed Hellenic opinion +5. So I was briefly the saint. Now I am the glorious. And he's kind of dull. You are the current ruler of the glorious Roman Empire. May your reign be a prosperous one. Hail Caesar. Gains the trait Augustus. And Augustus gives vassal opinion +10, monthly prestige +0.5. Pretty nice. Hasn't really changed our domain size or vassal limit in any significant way at the moment. Does it change any laws? Nothing that I see. We are still agnatic, cognatic, imperial, elective, although I think I am going... Oh, that needs time to populate, I think. Alright, so we are now the Roman Empire. I think we're a slightly darker shade of red. Very slightly. Not positive. It might actually be the exact same color. But we have a new flag. Empire-wise, we still have the same de jure borders. And now we have, against people like this, Imperial Reconquest of Auvergne. Actually, let's take a quick look to see what we're actually talking about. So we've got that, and these are duchy conquests. Takes or vassalizes all titles in the Duchy of Auvergne belonging to King Martin. So we've got Berry, which right now is just that one county. Burgundy, which is right now just that one county. Champagne, up there. Dauphine. Franche-Comté. Picardy. Provence. Toulouse. Trier. Tyrol. And that's it. So these up here, we don't get access to. Alemannia, we don't get access to. But still, that's pretty significant. Here with England, we have Cumbria, Dara, East Anglia, Essex, Wick, Kent, Lancaster, Mercia, Northumbria, Somerset, Wessex, and that's it. So we don't gain Casus Belli on Man, Clydesdale, Galloway as it's called right now, Lute, nothing in Ireland, and of course we're going to have Cornwall, Glewising, Gwynedd, Powys, and Cecilwig. And again, nothing in Ireland. Nothing in Pictland. Nothing over here. So we've actually pretty considerably expanded the old borders, you know, beyond the Rhine. That is the Rhine, correct? Yeah. Which the Roman Empire didn't do. We technically have those Casus Belli against people here, but the Holy Wars override. So if these were Christians, then we'd have those Casus Belli, but we don't. So, for now, that's the Roman Empire restored. That is all of that taken care of. I don't know when we get the ability to do something against Rome. I think I'd have to make it my capital. Alright, so now, Roman Renaissance, capital, province is Rome. And I would just have to make that my capital. We might want to do that. I don't have the delve into classics option, but we may want to do that as well. Which would be really ironic. In the space of a couple days, I declare that Catholicism is dead. It is a heresy. Also, by the way, I'm not Christian anymore. Alright, well. The problem is that we're going to lose a lot of troops if we do this. But I think we'll do it. Are you sure you want to move your court to Rome, making it your capital? You will not be able to change capital again for 2,000 months. That is fine. Let's do it. Roman Renaissance. Basilius Bartholomaeus the Glorious becomes Roman. Capital Rome becomes Roman. Roman culture will start spreading across the empire. Let's do it. We have establish Stoic intelligentsia. The school of Stoicism was one of the predominant branches of Hellenic philosophies at the time of the Old Roman Empire, based upon the pursuit of virtue and moderation. Is not in a society. None of these must be true. Incapable. One of these must be true. Temperate, erudite, brave, or just. My rank is higher than Count. Has learning greater or equal to 15. Is not in hiding, etc., etc. Has personal wealth greater or equal to 225 gold. We might want to do that. But before we do that, let's take a look. Blood of Bartholomaeus the Glorious. Monthly prestige, 0.25. Convert counties to Roman culture faster. Christian opinion +5. Hellenic opinion +5. Reformed Hellenic opinion +5. The glorious restorer of the Roman Empire, who brought Europe, Africa, and Asia back under imperial rule. It's pretty nice. Just some of my kids right now with that. A lot more people with this one. Alright, but we have a couple bloodlines now, so that's pretty good. Now, I am actually going to change my focus to scholarship, because I believe that this will give me the option to delve into the classics. Yep. Delve into the classics. I walk amongst the ruins of one of the greatest civilizations to ever grace this world. I should take the opportunity to study in detail the history and the glorious accomplishments of those that came before us if I ever wish to emulate their feats. I wish to know more about these strange gods they worshipped. Focus your studies on Hellenic mythology. Achievement unlocked. Legacy of Rome. My domain is too big. My domain size has actually dropped down to 10. My appearance has changed. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. With the city back under East Roman control, the Patriarchate of Rome has been properly restored as one of the episcopal sees of the Pentarchy in the Eastern Orthodox Church. If all 5 historical patriarchates are returned to the Pentarchy, the great schism between the Eastern and Western churches may finally be mended. I think I already did that game, but I will take your piety. The province of Italia. For the second time since the fall of the Western Empire, Italy has been liberated and restored to proper Roman rule, hopefully for good this time. The great city of Rome itself is now yours, and even hardened soldiers can be seen weeping as the imperial standard flutters in the breeze from Trajan's column. Long live the Empire. Again, not exactly sure why that happened now rather than when I actually took the counties, but I'll take it. I mean, you know, whatever. have a claim on the County of Mortain? And Poer? And Tiana? And Korchev? That is odd. There's an odd assortment of stuff. Not exactly sure why. It's okay, though. I have restored the Empire, a feat worthy of immortal glory, yet now doubts beset my mind. How can I ensure that this Empire will not fall like it did in the past? When looking for the causes that fragmented and destroyed the old Empire, there is only one thing that appears to be constant. Weak and impious leaders doomed us. Christianity led us to our fall. Work to reinstate the old Hellenic Faith, in the hopes that it will strengthen the Empire. Basilius Bartholomaeus the Glorious becomes Hellenic. Could it be possible that by embracing the barbaric Eastern religion of Christ, Emperor Theodosius weakened the Empire, and that conversely, I might be able to strengthen it by reintroducing the worship of the old gods? My decision could just as easily doom the Empire a second time as I attempt to save it. I must act quickly when people still praise me for restoring the Empire. Send letters to all your vassals, ordering them to follow you in your conversion. Seize all old Hellenic holy sites under your control so that new temples can be established within them. Basilius Bartholomaeus the Glorious becomes Hellenic. Basilius Bartholomaeus will be known as the Apostate. 15% chance that I become a lunatic. I must act patiently and find kindred souls before revealing my plans. Joins the Hellenes Society, becomes a Grand Master of their society. No. No. I am currently secretly Hellenic. Moral authority is 0. That's great. High God is Jupiter. God names Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, Juno, Ceres, Minerva, Mars, Vulcan, Venus, Apollo, Diana, and Vesta. Evil God names Saturn, Bacchus, Pluto, Mercury, and Typhon. Scriptures, the legends. Rulers cannot demand conversion. Religion allows women to own temple holdings. Can be reformed. There is and can exist no religious head. Women may hold spymaster positions. Inferior at conversion. Rulers cannot declare holy wars. Oh. Interesting. Alright, so I have I have not become a lunatic, so that's good. Does look like people are voting for other people now. I should nominate a successor. I will do that. The Hellenic Faith can be reformed into an organized religion. I can also determine my zodiac sign. Alright, so, nature is proselytizing. This religion encourages missionary work. Great holy wars are allowed. Rulers waging war against members of their own faith lose piety. Tempted to go with that. None of these must be true. Religion has the feature syncretism, civilized, or autonomous. Religion does not allow marriage with infidels. Rulers waging war against members of... I think I'm kind of okay with that. Civilized. Rulers can choose to gain sympathy with another faith by decision. Heir designation is allowed. Rulers do not receive opinion penalties for raised vassal levies. That's actually not bad. So we do not allow those. I don't want agnatic clans. Agnatic law is enforced. Open succession is unlocked. Female characters are not allowed on the council. Matrilineal marriages are not allowed. We do not want this. Absolutely do not want this. Religious tax might be okay. +2 base learning is okay. equality could be interesting. Definitely not doing Anatic clans. Daring, prepared invasions are allowed, don't care. Seabound, I mean, that could be fun, but I don't think that makes sense for us. Unrelenting, armies ignore defensive attrition, armies have increased offensive capabilities, that could be fun. Units from counties following the True Faith receive a land morale bonus. Characters perform a rite of passage upon reaching adulthood. Ancestor veneration, the religious head can decide upon ancestors to give special status. Enables eldership, which I don't think I could take anyway. Autocephalus. Autocephalus priests are put in charge of each realm's religious matters. Temporal, the reformer will become the new head of this religion. I do like that idea. Hierocratic, priest is put in charge of this religion. And autonomous, followers of this religion can pick a preferred branch. Followers of this religion gain +2 base learning. This religion will never have a religious head. Great Holy Wars are not allowed. I think I'll go with temporal. Obviously, I am as the restorer of the Roman Empire, and the restorer of the Hellenic Faith. Obviously, I should be in charge of the faith. You know, the high priest of the faith should be the emperor of the Roman Empire. Clearly. Polygamy could be really good, actually. I don't think we'll do divine marriage. Short reign penalty is disabled. Rulers can spend piety to improve their courtiers' attributes. I kind of like that. Religious tax could be fun as well. Syncretism doesn't seem all that interesting. We don't really have bloodthirsty gods. We can basically already designate an heir. And I want to kind of enforce Gavelkind amongst our vassals anyway. Ancestor veneration, nah. Religious head can decide upon dead ancestors to give special status. If I knew what that actually did, that would be interesting, but I don't know what that does. I don't care about prepared invasions. Religious tax could be interesting. I don't know how much that actually amounts to, because I don't actually... I really have not played much as a Muslim. I don't really like their government type. But stability is pretty nice. Short reign penalty is disabled is kind of nice. Spending piety to improve courtiers' attributes. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then civilized, rulers can choose to gain sympathy. Rulers do not receive opinion penalties for raised vassal levies. I also really like. That is very important for warring. Especially constant warring. And I think we do want proselytizing. Okay. Am I happy with this? Obviously, you know, I mean, there might be better choices specifically for going to war and stuff like that, but that's not really my... You know, part of this is a little bit of role-playing. I mean, stability makes sense, you know, I mean... we've said that Christianity is what brought down the empire, so having our religion be stable and, you know, and of course civilized, the Greeks and Romans considered themselves the civilized peoples, and pretty much everyone else not. Obviously, we need to quickly convert, so that's pretty important. So, yeah, I think that this is good. I think this is good. Let's go ahead and reform. The Hellenic Reformation. The ancient Hellenic religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, Pontifex Maximus Bartholomeus and the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Hellenic faith in order to ensure the spread of the worship of the old gods to the four corners of the world. This is all happening in the course of a few days. Firmly under the leadership of a holy Pontifex Maximus, the Hellenic faith is ready to contend with its degenerate and barbarous opponents, reborn stronger than ever from its ashes. For the first time in centuries, the authority of the Christian Church over Europe is being determined. For Vulcan! This could be iffy, because I'm actually not sure what the, Okay. We should change this to Imperial Elective. There we go. So it's on the same thing. I will need to pick someone. I could study another faith. What does that do? Gains sympathy for another religious group. I don't care about that. Gain a trait appropriate for my zodiac sign. I'm a Capricorn. After making the proper calculations, I've determined that I was born under the sign of the Capricorn, a constellation commonly associated with curiosity and steadiness. Truly, the stars know my heart. Martial -1, learning +1. Okay. I guess it's okay. I got a new artifact as well. The Imperial Diadem has been unequipped. Because I am not the Basilius of the Byzantine Empire anymore. Shouldn't that still apply? Pontifical Scepter. Quality 4, monthly prestige 0.4, monthly piety 0.7, diplomacy +2, learning +2, tribal vassal opinion +10. Regalia representing the dignity and power of the divine emperor of the Hellenes. Okay. So that is going to be better than the Emerald Scepter. Go ahead and unequip that. I guess I will equip this. That's really annoying. That's a lot of monthly prestige and piety that I'm losing, and that stewardship of +4, that was really good. Byzantine Imperial Insignia, a crown only fit for the true heirs of Rome, so why can't I wear it? At least give me something similar for Rome, because that's going to tank my domain size some more. And I can't change this back to rulership anytime soon. Oh well, we'll figure something out. Moral authority is already 73. Pretty nice. Not that anything has converted to it. So that's a thing. Let's go ahead and create the Myrmidons. Holy Order of the Myrmidons will be formed. The newborn Hellenic religion has found new protectors in the Myrmidons, a company of faithful warriors dedicated to the protection of the sacred altars of the old gods, and the fight against the barbarous infidels besieging them. They swear loyalty to all Hellenic rulers against those who would do them harm. A most devout man named Callistos has pledged himself to undertake the leadership of the order to preserve their way of life. Praise Vulcan, they shall lead us to victory. Now, if we take a look at culture, we've actually converted a whole lot of people to, I mean, whole lot of lands to Roman already. I don't know why. I don't know what caused some of these to convert. My personal lands back here didn't. Really, nothing did. It's just stuff over here. Not exactly sure what caused this stuff to convert. I mean, the people didn't, that's for sure. My wife has converted to Roman, though. Oh, you can see my, my scepter there. My kids have. All of my kids have. My siblings have and everything, so that's pretty cool. So have the people. Wow, even the people that were in my court. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that is wonderful. All right, so I need to do a successor nomination. Right now, my brother is probably the best choice. Because he is born in the purple. You have a new heir, and achievement unlocked by Jupiter. Bacchantes in the woods. Believed to be vanquished for centuries, the mad followers of Bacchus have resurfaced, spreading their grotesque beliefs throughout civilized lands. Slaves to their most primal desires, these deviants hide their twisted allegiance to the darkest powers of chaos during daytime, walking inconspicuously amongst the virtuous. Yet when night comes, they gather in the wilderness to dance around fires while dressed like goats and leopards, performing obscene orgiastic rites and consuming raw human flesh. How abominable! So that is the equivalent of the Devil Zone and stuff like that. And it looks like I am losing stuff because of that. I can dedicate a temple. You can consecrate a temple to a specific god of the Hellenic pantheon, ensuring you receive their blessing. Decide which Hellenic god should this temple be dedicated. So I'm actually not sure if I'll have an opportunity to burn these temples. Like, that might be a Christian thing as opposed to anything else. I may have wanted to wait a little bit. You're Roman, but you are a Christian. Let's do it. Many gods inhabit the Hellenic pantheon. You have the Temple of Lion. Interesting. But it would be only right to dedicate an important temple as Lion to one of the 12 Olympians, most prestigious of the deities watching us from above. Temple belongs to the Cronid brothers, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. Let the gods of war consecrate this temple. Minerva, Mars, or Vulcan. This is a home of a kind deity. Vesta, Ceres, or Venus. One of the heavenly twins, or the divine messenger, could inhabit this temple. Apollo or Diana, or Mercury. I'll go with that. Jupiter is by many considered the king of heaven. He and his brothers fought a war against their father for control of all creation, and then gambled over its spoils. Fate bestowed dominion of the skies upon Jupiter, leaving the seas to Neptune and the earth to Pluto. Should be Jupiter's temple. Lose 200 piety, lose 250 gold. Wow. But I get favored by Jupiter, which is a little bit of prestige, some diplomacy, some fertility. Gain Shrine to Jupiter in Leon. Shrine to Jupiter. Prestige to Liege. Neat. Okay, but I think that's where we'll call it an episode. I may actually end up moving my capital back here, simply because it's better? Especially if I don't get the option to burn these things. I don't know what causes that option. Anyway, for now, we'll see what happens next time. I may take a quick look online and see if I can figure out something about that. But that will be later. See you then, everyone.